Hi! It's so exciting I had to go to the car. Oh my god. Hi! So I'm here house sitting for my friend Lindsay again. I got a little pug Noki and my little dog Scout. They're very excited. I went out to the car. So this is another Sunday salvage sales video. I went to the salvage sales, and at first didn't seem like there's much. There's nothing new. We're all complaining. But they're really far behind. So as we were looking, they started bringing out bikes, and people were like, oh wait, a bunch of bikes. And they kept bringing out, people kept buying bikes and leaving, and they kept bringing out more. And then Carl finally brought out 2 or 3 cases of parts that weren't processed. They brought a few tubs of parts that weren't really for salvage sale, but they have all these spare parts for their own builds in the back. They're just overflowing, so bring them out so we can clear them out a little bit. So I ended up getting all of this stuff. And then I did buy 2 bikes, and I said I wasn't gonna. And I just filmed myself showing those off in the car. I'll put it at the end of the video, I think. And when I was back looking through their van at one of them, this was just on the floor, and I grabbed it and I brought it in. I'm like, hey, can I buy this? It's just some old BioPace rings. And he goes, nah, you can just have it. This guy's been buttering me up for a while with the old salvage sales. He's been getting real arbitrary with the prices. He's been undercharging me a lot and overcharging other people. Not even bringing out the old by the pound thing, just looking at people and like, 20 bucks for that, 20 bucks for this, that handsel's 20 bucks. And I got the bikes. I gotta stop talking about this, the deals are too good, and I'm gonna blow up my own spot or get in trouble. But yeah, you charge me 20 bucks for one of the bikes, 30 bucks for the other bike, and this big pile of stuff. I'm like, yeah, what do you want? He's like, nah, 50 bucks. It's like, all right, man, sweet. I got this rack rail. I'm not sure what it's for. I think Soma makes one of these for their racks that is extra tall. I think their normal one is like real short. I think that's the one I have on my bike. These rails are like 25 bucks wholesale by themselves, so like 50 bucks new. It's insane. So I grabbed it because I want to get mine rail up higher. I still don't think this is going to be high enough. I don't know. We'll see. I don't even know if this will fit the rack I have, but I want to be able to get my doggy car seat in here, and it needs to sit up like this high. What I really probably need to do is just buy a chunk of steel strap from the hardware store, cut off the chunks I need, drill holes in, and bolt it. Bolt it to this, and then bolt it to the actual rack and make myself a little extension. But I got it, and you know, sometimes those racks pop up and don't have this, and this is cool. I don't know. One of the last things I brought it out, I was like, ooh, I need this, and everyone laughed. I was like, no, I actually really do. I'm not even kidding. But let's see. I didn't even look at these chainring sets. I'm just like, oh yeah, there's no BioPace rings in here, whatever. I want to see what we got, and then I'm excited about what's in the bag because I barely even looked, you know, rambunctiousing through it. So this is a dark gray anodized aluminum Shimano BioPace 42. Here's a note that says BioPace ring set times 2. BioPace 42, very good condition, 130 BCD. And it is a BioPace, and it is 130, and it is in pretty good condition. And it's the silver, it's like the 105. I don't know what the dark gray one is, that might be Ultegra level or something. And another one, I love how they have pack material. This is kind of cool. So this is the outer 53 BioPace. That tooth's a little scruff, some chain sucked, a little scruff-tacularness that can be dressed with a file. It's got weird chainring bolt holes. Look at that, it's got like the extra little keyways on all these. I've never seen that, so I have no idea what it is. But it is Shimano, it is BioPace, and it does have like a weird brick finish on it. I don't know if it's picking up something that's like digi-camo, but it's like little bricks. There's no scratches on the back. This is pretty nice, right? Now most people don't care about BioPace, some people do, and I've been selling a lot of the BioPace rings I put up for sale. Oh, here's another digi-camo brick one, just like that one. Also a 53. Also, this one's in like mint condition. So that's cool, 2 free BioPace chainring sets. One looks like a set, the other one's got the 105 inner ring. What is in my bag? Oh, mysteries. This was in with the seats. I saw the last second. I saw the box. I'm like, I gotta check this out. Open it up. It is the Deda stem. I think it's new old stock. It looks like it's been installed. Either not ridden or, you know, touched so little that it's not mangled. It's new. I mean, it's with the box. Size, oh, well the box says size 70. This is clearly like 100 or 110. So he probably bought the shorter matching stem and threw this one in. It was probably just a takeoff off his bike. So not exactly new with the box, but I'll sell it with the box and be like take off and blah blah blah. And it's still pretty close to new. This, which three other people touched and then threw away because it's ugly and stupid. But I was looking at its time attack instructions with brand new time attack cleats in a sealed bag, and it is some goofy bolt-on like flat pedal thing with reflectors for making your time attack clipless shoes into more of a flat pedal. I don't know, but brand new time cleats. These have been there for a few weeks. I couldn't help myself because it didn't look like there was anything cool, and I found this other stuff. But it's a brand new set, double set of Tektro disc brake replacement pads for OLX Lyra. I don't know. That's what the little Sharpie dot says that they fit. I'll put them on eBay. Someone might have those. Someone might need those. Brand new in the package cone wrench. It's the 1315. It's the best size, so that should sell pretty easy. Package isn't mangled or nothing. A single Tektro front, but it's kind of a medium reach. It's a little longer. Pads are brand new. I don't know if this has ever really been on a bike. These pads are brand new. They've never... It's brand new. Or takeoff. This is silver and it's medium reach, so this is a lot better for doing all these vintage bikes I'm doing fixed gear builds on. They always need like medium reach brakes. What else? I was bored. I grabbed a couple of rotors in the bag. I don't know why. They look like they have no wear on them. I may or may not be right. They are 160s. I don't really say anything else. They're probably some takeoff, some cyclocross thing. I don't know. I don't need any rotors. My friend does. Maybe they're the right thing for his bike. I don't know. Now, I did buy one of these tubes. They were at Salvage sale a couple weeks ago. I talked about how totally cool they were. I wish I would have bought one just to hang on my wall because it's super stupid. It's a Pan Racer, extra light, lightweight inner tube, 700 by 18C French valve. And even the size over here says 700 by 18 Vex box and a bunch of stuff in Japanese. So it's just a cool old box saying French valve. I bet this is from the early 80s, dude. Oh yeah, it's 1986. Oh. The tube from 1986, I bet the tube's not good anymore. I know a lot of racers like to age their tubes for reasons, but I don't know if you want to age it 40 years. Whatever. There's a couple of cable kits that look to be new, or maybe opened and they use some of it, not all of it. So yeah, this is just one ferrule and some new old stock Shimano derailleur housing. Doesn't have the rest of the kits. I grabbed that. There's three of these. I grabbed one somewhere earlier, and these two popped up. One of the other guys was going through the box at the same time. He got one of the whole kits. So I missed one, but here's another one. I mean, these Shimano cable kits are like 30 to 40 bucks here. They're like not cheap. So it's a brand new Shimano cable kit. Does not look to be opened. Brake cables, brake housing, ferrules, all that kind of stuff. Like, super cool. Golden bikes. Got a silver coil stem. It was kind of tall. It's fairly clean. It's generic. I bought it. I don't know why. I probably won't use it. I got one of these Blackburn Mammoth pumps, the red anodized. I have one of these I got somewhere and I put it on my Terry. I'm thinking I like it. I think it's a mountain bike pump. It's got a real fat barrel. So I'm thinking I can get some 650B tires up to snuff. I don't know. I got so many pumps. There's one crank set in there. The cranks look like they're probably matched. They're taped together. 175's got some kind of roached BioPaste triple rings on them. I mean, basically for free, whatever. Use cranks for a build or something, or sell them. There's a bunch of BioPaste rings. They're all steel. I only got this little 28. I don't want the big ones in steel. This one's pretty worn. I don't even know why I grabbed it. I should probably really just put it in the recycling. It's not machined front or back. You can just flip it over, and it's like brand new again. I don't know. One cool cone wrench was in there. It's got the factory price sticker on it of $1.91 or something. One of these LTD or ATD I-80, I don't remember. I used to know the name of this company. Single 17, it's long, it's chrome. I don't know. It's cool. I could not get it. I have way too many threadless stems, but here is this like minty condition, Originate 110 silver, slightly upright, 31.8. Threadless stem, it'd be cool on a modern e-bike, trying to be neo-retro-y, classic-y. In that bag, I found this open bag of Spokey Dokes. Ah! So they clip onto, they're like, kids' bikes are so sun-faded and gross. You clip onto kids' bike wheels, and as you roll around, they go up and down your spoke, whacking into your nipple and your spokes and make noise. Tick, 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 tick. They're really fun for messing with your friends when they're being dicks, or you're all drunk at a bar and trying to leave. Go clip a few of those onto your friend's back wheel, and the bike's making noise the whole way home, and they don't know what's going on, don't want to check. So, it's a good practical joke. One brand new in the package Shimano lock ring for disc brakes. I don't know. I don't have any. I'll put it on eBay and see if anyone cares. They probably won't. At one point, he brought out just a whole bin that was overflowing. He wanted to clear it out of all cross-top levers. So we've got several sets. I sell cross-top levers pretty easily on the Fleabay. Here's some, you know, RL 720, Tektro, older, but, you know, barrel adjusters turn. They're a little scuffy, but, you know, I get like $13 for scuffy ones and 15 to 25 bucks for really nice ones. Here's a 31.8 set of the Tektro cross-top levers. Here's a Soma fabrication set in black for 31.8. Here's another silver Tektro set. These look pretty clean and nice. And I really do sell like every set of these I put up fairly quickly. Not a lot of money. Here's a couple mismatched ones. Here's another complete set of Tektro ones but with no logos on. Just probably a little worn out. Or I have so many sets of these inverse levers and I never use them and they never sell. I don't care. This one's kind of really bright and silver and sort of pretty. No name. They have the caps, so I couldn't help it. That's Salvage sale prices. Another set of the silver Tektro 2.0s. Springs are good, barrel adjusters are good, normal bar clamp. Here's another set of the Soma ones in silver. I mean, they're made by Tektro. They're literally all are selling 20. They just have the Soma logo instead of the Tektro logo, but they're all silver, and there's nothing wrong with them. And then I grabbed this one set just because they're a complete and matching of Bike Nash bar, but they're also the Tektro RL 720s, so they're the same exact levers but with a slightly different logo on it. And then two mismatched ones. Oh, there's something else in here. Some more stuff in here. Third mismatched one. I wonder if it matches. Nope. This one's glossier black and has no logo. This one's flatter black and has a logo, but so almost matching. And I grabbed a couple of junk tire levers because I'm going to work on a friend's bike, but I need to go buy parts for it and do stuff. It's hot out. I don't want to. I don't want to go to my friend's house and work on their junk bikes. Don't you'll notice. I want to work on bikes in my stand with all of my tools and spare parts. So, I mean, he threw in all this bag of stuff for free. He just said $50 just the price of the bikes. He's also still trying to talk me into working. He said I could start today if I wanted to. I was like, no, I'm dog sitting and I'm not prepared. I don't want to be away from the dogs this long. So I guess I'll probably start next weekend. Part-time, retail counter, just selling bikes and giving people helmets for test rides and answering questions. People have a lot of questions. I don't really have a lot of people there who know what they're doing and know anything about vintage bikes. And the CCC used to be the bike shop where every mechanic knew everything about every bike from like the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s. And some of them specialize in some of the new stuff. Now they just don't have anybody anymore. Like, so a lot of the major shops they only have people who know how to work on bikes for the last 10 years. One of the biggest shops in town, they just went disc brake only. They don't even work on anything pre-disc brakes. It's crazy. These old guys don't gotta know nothing and the new kids don't gotta learn nothing. Disc brakes are probably not even half the bikes in town, really. They're a rich guy shop. They sell, $8,000 carbon bikes. It makes sense. They don't want to waste their time with cheap bikes. There used to be a couple of close by used bike shops like city bikes and stuff like that. And you could just send everybody their junk bikes to city bikes and help anybody with anything. But they got out of business too. The world's changing, man. So this is my little score for 50 bucks and plus these bikes in the back of my car, and I'll show that video now. Well, I broke my rule today about not buying more bikes at the salvage sale. So I bought 2 more bikes. This one a couple of us were looking at. I tried to talk a few other people out into buying it. And then I finally was like, okay, I'm gonna ask. If it's really cheap, I'm gonna get it. And so I went and asked how much he wanted, and he said 20 bucks. It is a probably late 80s, mid 80s Cannondale black sparkle paint. Barely any chips. One little one here, a few scratches. Some mismatched parts. It's got the wrong front wheel. The front brake's a Diacomp 400 missing the important nut. It's all gross. Mismatched brake levers. But it's got the nice old Nitto stem I like. It's got mint condition 105 7-speed, like sort of pearlescent-y gray, green shifters. It's got the correct 7-speed 105 back wheel with like mint condition, like no brake wear at all, matrix rim, which is crazy. I wish I had the front. Sagino GS cranks, Cyclone front derailleur. I've got a mint condition 105 rear derailleur. The back Diacomp brakes, mint. I have no idea if the seat post is frozen or not. So maybe I'll see if I have a wheel set that matches and fix it up and sell it because it's in such good shape, but maybe I'll just part it out. I grabbed the GT for the same reason. It was in the back of their truck and they were like, nothing back there is going to be cheap today. I went and looked and everybody else picked out all the expensive bikes and nice stuff. And everyone was looking at this GT, no one cared, but it's got black LX shifters. The rear's in good shape, the front's a little mangled. It's got the black LX brakes. It's got LX front derailleur. It's got silver LX cranks, but it has a really mint condition XT 8-speed rear derailleur. It's got black LX hubs, but mismatched rims. It's old Mavic something or other. This is a different Mavic something or other. And then, you know, a bare aluminum frame set. And I think a 1-inch threadless RockShox fork. So I'll probably part this thing out for sure. Yeah, definitely part this one out. Probably save this. Maybe. Got too many projects. Whoa. I'm being super lazy because I didn't do an outro and I forgot one other thing. So I've also been messaging this person on Craigslist. They had this post with some parts that sounded interesting, and they wanted, it was a fundraiser, selling some junk as a fundraiser to buy some frame building stuff, and I have some frame building stuff. So I was like, yeah, I want to come look and maybe interested in some of this frame building stuff. And they said, yeah. So I hit them up, and I met up with them on my way home, or on my way back to Lindsay's house where I'm dog sitting. They drug out some of their stuff, and I was sort of like, nah, it's a bunch of mountain bike stuff. I don't really care. This wheel set I wanted wasn't really nice enough. Mismatched hubs and stuff. Like, what do you like? I'm like, old road stuff. And then they brought out a couple of cases of old road stuff. So there was some American Classic hubs and a whole box of rear derailleurs. I'm like, I want all of them. Like, they went through and took out 2 or 3 they wanted to save, which I was bummed about. But Nova Record and some old XTs and XTRs. And they had a bunch of really nice stuff they kept bringing out. And they're like, I don't really want to just trade that. I don't really just want to trade that. I'm like, yeah, I have this giant tub of tubes, lugs, probably have to do 4 or 5 bikes worth. And we looked at everything. We're sort of trying to figure out how we want to trade. And I was like, I would be willing to trade you, like, just straight across, whatever. I'm like, okay, I would be willing to trade you like 3 bikes worth of complete tube sets and lug sets. And they're like, yeah, sure. We don't have time today, so next weekend after Sunday salvage sales, I'm going to remember to come grab these tubes and lugs and take them over there. They're pretty close to my friend Lindsay's, where I have my tubes and lugs in storage in her basement. It's just a big, giant box. It's not fun to move. And up a narrow basement stairs. So I'll do that. So hopefully next week I'll have some cool swapping some frame builder supplies for a big box of old Nova Record XT derailleurs and stuff. And there's one really nice Stronglight double needle bearing all alloy headset that I want in silver. That's what I really wanted. And, you know, like a Dior 9-speed rear derailleur and 9-speed Altus shifter attached to it. Like nothing special. Like just some little wing nuts and bits and bobs. A lot of vintage brake or shift levers. They were missing all the hardware. A lot of like but the trailers are pretty nice. So we shall see if that happens next week. But anyways, thanks for watching.